Greetings, what you just heard is a very rare limited edition version of the 1 watt JVM-1H head, which is this thing behind me. Why does this exist? Well, back in 2012, Marshall celebrated its 50th anniversary, and to do so, we launched a limited run of 1 watt heads and 1 watt combos, one for each decade that the company existed. And this was the last of the 5. This was the 2000 era, so it was a JVM. It's all valve, it's made in England, its valve complement is a total of 3 ECC 83s and 2 ECC 82s. It has 2 channels, has a lot of gain, has an effects loop, has a speaker emulated DI which makes it great for home recording at very low volumes. And what's even cooler is this, it has a low power switch at the back, which I actually had engaged when I did the demo at the start. That drops it from 1 watt way down to 0.1 of a watt, which is extremely low. I've got it back on 1 watt, so let's hear the 2 channels. They're clean and overdrive. This is what the clean channel sounds like. Nice clean with a nice little shimmer at the top. If I crank the volume all the way on this particular channel, I can get a tiny little bit of grit. Okay, now let's check out the overdrive channel with gain at 12 o'clock. So we've still got 5 hours worth more of gain to go. Here we go. Now let's crank the gain all the way up and see what we've got. I've only got volume at half, by the way, and remember this is just a 1 watt amp, so I'm not ear bleeding here at all. So, as you've just heard, 2 great channels, clean and overdrive. The clean has a volume control, the overdrive has a volume and a gain control, the volume being there so you can balance it relative to the clean. Whether you have it on clean or crunch, you can balance them accordingly. Then they share the same EQ, bass, middle, treble, presence, which is a function of the power amp and gives you more very high end. And there's also a resonance button here, which when engaged, gives you a deep low end boost. On the rear panel, like I said before, we have an effects loop, a series of effects loops, so there's a send and return there. There's also the high-low power switch, which takes it down from 1 watt down to 0.1 of a watt. There's also a speaker emulated DI out, and there's a Footswitch Input with a nice white jack so you can see it in the dark for the channel switching foot switch that comes with this amp. The cabinet, as you can see, matches it perfectly. Nice racing green vinyl with gold beading here. As for the artwork, let me explain. In 2014, we did a limited run of the tattoo range, we called it. We got the 5 top tattoo artists in England and had them do designs for us. This particular one was done by a guy called Antony Flemming. He's a neo-traditionalist, as he calls himself, and the result is pretty stunning. Like I said, this is limited edition, made in England, all valve 1 watt or 0.1 of a watt. Once again, you've just heard the Tattoo Range limited edition JVM-1H head, all valve 1 watt, with the accompanying 1x10 Celestion loaded C110 cabinet.